A400 now starting the takeoff run. This is Atlas. This is the military airlifter from Airbus. Medium-sized multi-role transporter took really in fruition in December '09. First seen here in 2010. Well done, Mark. The issue's a bird scarer soon. Actually, the programme for this aircraft, the A400 Atlas, originated with the European Future Large Aircraft requirement way back in 1992, supported by the nations of Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Portugal, Spain and Turkey. Long evaluation phase. Beginning of the construction started the first aircraft in January '05. Maiden flight December '06. That flight test program amassed some 5,665 hours. It's already received its full civil and military certifications. Designed for the carriage of troops and oversized cargoes, included armoured vehicles and helicopters. The ability to undertake tactical delivery operations from unprepared strips was of significant importance. In other words, it can land on really rough, short, narrow strips. It can then use those huge propellers to reverse down the strip, get rid of its load, take off without having to do any U-turns on the runway, and therefore minimise the time on the ground and therefore greater efficiency of delivering whatever it is you wish to deliver. The engines are the Europrop International, rated at 13,000 shaft horsepower. Now those propellers in reverse pitch, those props can reverse the aircraft up a 2-degree concrete slope at max takeoff weight, reversing. If you look at the big screen, you can see the scaffolding pole just ahead of the flight deck. That's the in-flight refueling probe. Talking about those big propellers, the adjacent propellers on each wing rotate in opposite directions to produce down between the engine's airflow. Now the major benefits of this are reduced wing loading, more symmetrical airflow, greater lift distribution and improved engine out handling. And indeed that whole method, that whole concept adds to 4% of lift. Crew 2, NVG, night vision goggle capability. Head-up display, big head-up display. Also got a third seat for the tactical mission commander. You've got the loadmaster station. Oh, I suppose YouTube, I'm in for it now. In the medical role, the type can carry 66 stretchers and 25 medical staff. Now it can cruise around about 300 knots. It's got a great rate of climb. It's very versatile, very flexible, as you can see, diving deep to the ground. Side-stick flying controls, all by fly-by-wire. Depending on what you're going to do with the aircraft, the A400M is expected to have a minimum service life of 30,000 hours, even taking into account the roughness that you get on low-level operations, short field deployment. I reckon that the export market over the next 25 years will account for something like 400 of this type of airlifter. Most recent order placed by Malaysia, who require 4 aircraft with air-to-air refueling capability. Current production rate, which will be stepped up as required. Production rate for Atlas is around 2.5 aircraft per month. Airdrop operations can be conducted anywhere between 125 knots and 200 knots. Depends on how long you want to stay in the hot zone, I suppose, really. A400M just touching down with the head reverse. There we go. Reversing down the runway. Now, you can see that differently. When you're reversing, like this, or aircraft like this, what you go for when you want to come to a halt is put your feet on the brake, because you normally back the tail in the ground. You have to go forward a clutch to come to a halt. And as long as you go through the proper center line as well, when you come to the screw rod and come up into the wet, just sometimes the road master is leaning on the back and saying, I'm blunt, and I'll do it, or I'll do it. This one is left and right, or the other way around. The 350 we can see that is definitely holding out towards the left, so the lap of the plane, almost heading down towards Odie at the moment, it's only about 8 miles away. Incidentally, when we had our horrendous rain on Monday, 300 metres return on the runway. The stickers we got down the back end of the fuselage, the yellow and checkered stickers, that's all part of the flight test program. You can see where stress points are, if you're the gathering, and that's all you were checking before forming on the production aircraft. You can see it,